Hey guys, this is Josh F151 Tech back with another video. And in this video, I actually wanted to let you guys know about an upgrade that I did for the Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet. So let's actually get into this video. So as you guys can see here, I'm actually up in the attic where the Waveform 4x4 external antenna is that I always talk about in my videos. And as you guys can see, I actually have it wired a bit different here, and I actually have shorter cables, and I'm actually going to let you guys know why I did this. So the shorter the cables, the better, because the less signal loss and the more gain you're going to have. And I looked online, I thought to myself, the Waveform 4x4 antenna cable that actually comes with it is actually like 32 feet. So what I did was I actually went online and I looked for cables that had like the less signal loss, like even less signal loss than the one that actually comes with the Waveform 4x4 antenna. And I actually came across KMR, I believe they're called KMR 400 cables, and these are very thick cables, guys. These are very thick cables, and they're not very bendy, as you can see. Like, they're all like jumbled up there because they're not very easy to work with, to be honest with you. But I got them in 10 feet, and I actually have the Chester Cheetah SDX75 gateway slash modem back up here in the attic, and I was kind of worried about doing that because of the summer heat, but I actually reached out to Chester Tech Repairs, the guy that actually distributes them and sells them and fixes them and everything like that in Chester, PA, in Chester, Pennsylvania. And he actually told me, he said that it's not gonna bother it. He said that the heat's not gonna bother it. And like I've said before, when I did actually have it up here before in the attic, when I had the Chester Cheetah SDX65, which was kind of like this, basically like this. It was a little bit different, but it was basically the same thing. It's, obviously an upgrade, but this just the chip as an upgrade is basically what is different. The outer shell and everything is basically still the same, which I'm fine with because I like the design. But I do keep it well ventilated up here, though. Like you guys can see back there, if you guys can see that window, and then there's a window over here, and there's also a window over there, and then I also have two fans up here that I turn on in the summertime. It's not summertime right now, it's winter time, so I don't really have to worry about it right now. And I also will actually have a fan blowing directly on the Chester Cheetah SDX75 gateway slash modem itself once summertime does come. So it's definitely going to be well taken care of. So I kind of wanted to ask him though, and he said no. He said it'll be fine. He says that it's really got a good cooling system in it. He said so. I'm not really worried about it, but and like I said, I have the windows and I have the fan, so it's definitely going to be well ventilated. So the upgrade is definitely worth it. The upgrade is definitely worth it, and I'll be letting you guys see how worth it is, because I've actually seen that I've gotten better reliability, and I've also gotten better upload speed and somewhat better download speed and better ping and just overall better reliability with these thicker cables, these thicker coax cables. So over here, I actually wanted to talk about another thing. Like I said, over here, I actually have the new Waveform 4x4 antenna that I actually purchased. I'm actually going to be returning this, and unfortunately, I didn't even want to do any testing with it because I put it in the same exact spot, and the problem with this is that it's got thinner cables, as you can see right there, and it's got longer cables that are actually built into it, as you can see. So I actually had the thicker cables like I have over there that I bought, the KMR 400 cables. I actually bought the same for this in hopes that it would give me better speeds than the old one, but that wasn't actually the case. Actually, I got much slower speeds and less reliability with this newer antenna, so I'm definitely going to be returning it. And I just wanted to throw it in there because I didn't want to make a full video on it and everything like that, because I didn't really think it's worth it since I'm going to be returning it. And it's actually sad because it's a nice antenna. It's very well made, and I do like the new add-ons that they have. Like they have the better mount there. I mean, it's somewhat better. It's not really too different. But I've heard that it is actually easier to like mess with. Like it is easier to adjust. Like you can go over here and you can adjust it. As you can see there, there's nuts and bolts that you can mess around with. You can turn it each way or stuff like that. But if it's not going to give me better reliability and it's not going to give me better speeds, which it doesn't, even with the thicker coax cables, as you can see connected to it, and that's not going to it's not going to do it for me. So I have better reliability with the older one. They actually call this one, I'm trying to think of the name. They call it bear with me here. I'm trying to think of the name. The Legacy. That's actually what they call it. They call it the Legacy Waveform 4x4 antenna. So this one's actually starting to get hard to find. I can't actually find it other than used online. So it's actually getting hard to find. And what I might actually do eventually is buy another one, because I like to just have one as a backup. I'm not going to buy, obviously I'm not going to buy another one of those because that doesn't suit my needs. It doesn't even give me as good a speeds as the older one does. So even with the thicker cables like I have for this one, so that's definitely not a good thing. So that proves right there, newer isn't always better. And I actually do like the design of this one a little bit better, to be honest with you, because I like the metal on the back. That one actually has plastic on the back, so it's made a little bit cheaper, and it also has thinner cables, as you guys can see, like I did show you guys, as you can see there. And it actually has longer cables, as you can see. That's a little bit thicker cable, and it's not as long, so you're not going to get as much gain loss or anything like you would with this one over here. So that's the thing. Like when you hook up, that's basically like a 5-foot cable right there. So if I add this on to it, that's 10 foot, and then that's 5 foot, so you're getting like 10 foot. And this one is basically only like maybe 10 or 11 or something like that. It's not really that long, even with the KMR 400 cables hooked up to it. So so have I actually seen any improvement in signal quality? Have I actually seen, you guys might be wondering about that, have I actually seen, like, has my signal quality went from weak to good, or weak to very good or anything? And as you guys can see over there, no, it actually hasn't. It's still at the weak signal. It's still at the weak 5G signal, unfortunately. But like I said, I still am getting like 700 to like 10 to 20, and actually a little bit better on the upload. And I'm actually going to be making a dedicated video talking about that soon. I actually have seen upload improvement when using these thicker cables. So, but that's basically the video, guys. I just wanted to get a quick video out, and I wanted to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and everything. And I'll probably be making some videos soon. I did actually get a job recently, and before I actually start getting back to work, I'm gonna be making some content, so definitely stick around for that. And I definitely will leave the link down below in the description to these cables if you're interested in them. And I'll definitely be making more speed test videos and stuff like that for you guys. So definitely stick around for that. But like I said, I just wanted to get this quick video out there. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.